to the rich, but I'ma take the trip. Brody, we just made that back with our own brick. I know this shit can't roll, but we serving it. I need 175 for a green pint. And when we make it to the K, it's a dog fight. When I make it to this bitch, I'm going straight to the kitchen. With a stove, with a blender, I need the M so I can stretch. I'ma smack it with the fit and I'ma make it bigger. Let the water boy sit it in the race and get the whip.
YouTube, man, we back at it again, man. We back from the back to 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 the back, man. And we back with another one. They said it wasn't gonna be no another one. It's always another one. Chat another day, another dollar, another hoe gonna holler. Now, this is Milwaukee's most wanted rapper. Obviously, I know who they're talking about. But I want to see the story. Let me see the story. Milwaukee most wanted rapper, man. Deadend Quan, man. If y'all don't know nothing about that Deadend, go ahead, hey, go tap into the music, man. Milwaukee on fire. We on fire over here, nigga. We on fire. We got music coming from everywhere. Every hood got some music, nigga.
Rapper is highly sought after right now, not for his music, but for the crimes.
It looks like those earnings are from drug dealing.
He was going crazy like that. They said it looked like those are from drug dealing. Hold on. Cat steady opening my door and shit.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody know who Deadend Quan is.
Welcome back to another
True
episode
Street,
of True Street
my
TV.
boy.
We cover everything street related.
I ain't watching True
like
Street video in a minute. Yeah, my boy True Street.
Subscribe and notification bell, and let's get right into it. Today's story brings us back to Milwaukee, Wisconsin, a relatively large city and one of my favorite cities to cover. As we spoke about in previous episodes, Milwaukee has a deep street culture, mainly predicated around drug dealing and making money.
Yeah.
The man we're here to talk about today is a well-known rapper and hustler from the city, 33-year-old Marquand Owens, better known by his rap name, Deadend Quan, a Milwaukee native from one of the most dangerous areas in the city.
He right by one of the most dangerous places. I ain't gonna lie. He right from one of the most dangerous. Don't come to this gas station over here when you ever visit here. I'm just telling y'all that right now. You probably want to stay away from these parts.
Being off Burleigh, dubbed the Burleigh Jungle for how wild it gets.
Burleigh Zoo, Jungle Zoo, man. Burleigh Zoo, man.
After they were shot in a drive-by shooting Saturday night. This happened near the intersection of Sherman and Burleigh.
The 21-year-old man who was shot and killed in a house near 12th and Burleigh yesterday.
Police say two people started arguing around 4:30 this afternoon near 15th and Burleigh.
Everything on Burleigh.
The Deadend Hood gets its name because almost all of the streets on their block are dead ends. They're Burleigh and Our Avenue from 32nd through 35th Street.
Like Burleigh, Our, like,
yeah,
it's one way. Them ways, like, over there, like, it's dead ends on there, one of my blocks, like, where I'm from, like, and it's street, it's 33rd, 34th, like, we, you know, we north side as a bitch, like, right over there by the train tracks.
He will do an interview in his hood, pointing at an area on his block, saying he shot his first person right on the block.
Why would he say that?
Swear to God, I promise to God, nigga, I shot my first nigga. Well, I shot
the
second nigga, but first nigga that told him when I shot him right here. The nigga, it's crazy.
What the fuck would he say that for?
Told him, dog.
Quan is well known in the city and
we not gonna go past that. Why would he say that? You gonna tell everybody you shot a nigga right there? Why? Why would you tell us that? This is a digital footprint. We're seeing this forever. Alright, I get why he was most wanted now. It makes sense.
Was well known in the streets long before
sense.
rapping, as he did jump in the rap game relatively late. Quan would describe his childhood as being raised like Kane from Menace to Society.
Shit real, I really grew up like Kane off Menace to Society.
Yeah.
$5 Buster. Phone check, homie. Phone check, homie. Nigga, y'all don't know nothing about that.
He would begin catching cases at a young age.
Maintaining a drug trafficking place.
And he will be charged with maintaining a drug.
At 09, this nigga got charged with maintaining a drug trafficking place. Oh my God.
Trafficking place in 2009 at only 18 years old. He would later plead guilty to this in March of 2010, receiving
18 months of probation. Damn, that was only 18. Let me see. 9 years. 2000, 9 more years. 18. Damn. That is only 18. This nigga. Wowzers. All right.
Only 18 years old. He would later plead guilty to this in March of...
Alright, we got since the proceeding has been the charge court since defense served 1 year at county correction facility south consecutive to any sentence, credit for 4 days, place defendant on probation for 18 months with the following condition: defendant to serve 120 days in the county, state pending, no use, all that stuff. Must be employed, work no less than 30 hours, random drug tests. But maintaining a drug place and only had to do probation? I mean, hey, what's that? The court ordered to serve 120 days in the county correctional. So what's that, 6 months? 6 months and a year and a half on probation? Hey.
2010, receiving 18 months of probation. Quan will go right back to the streets, not complying with the probation conditions, and within 3 months, Quan will be sent to serve 60 days.
God damn.
In jail for violations and would eventually get revoked. Quan and 2 other men named Christopher Jones and Eugene Woods would travel back and forth from Milwaukee to Eau Claire as they were selling weed out of a house out there. The owner of the house would claim he tried
4 hours away. These niggas was going to Eau Claire? Okay.
Eau Claire as they were selling weed out of a house out there. The owner of the house would claim he tried to kick the men out, but they wouldn't leave and locked him out.
What? What the fuck? How do you kick a nigga out of his own house? And this was in 2012? Oh my God, how do he know this stuff?
Quan would eventually get out of this case, getting the trafficking charges dismissed and pleading guilty to criminal trespassing. Shortly after this, Quan would also be charged with possession with intent to sell cocaine.
Oh my God, when was this?
Shortly after this, Quan would also be charged with possession.
In 2013. Oh my God, this nigga just, he don't give a fuck.
With intent to sell cocaine in October of 2013. And Milwaukee County Jail has very strict bond release conditions. Compared to a smaller city where you might just receive the rules on a piece of paper of your bond.
In Milwaukee, serves as condition required to meet with a caseworker, submit to random drug or alcohol screens, adhere to the other court order requirements, failure to comply, bail supervision for individuals, often as alternative to incarceration.
But in Milwaukee, you have to report to Justice Point, oftentimes being placed on house arrest and having to take drug tests. Quan wouldn't comply with house arrest and would skip court the next year in 2014.
Damn! Next year, no court? Damn, bail jumping. Oh my God.
He would be on the run for around 3 months before being caught and sentenced to a year in jail. Quan had caught a few cases at this point, which is common. If you play the streets long enough, you will eventually get caught. And some people may have changed their hustle after these few jail stints, but Quan was already knee-deep in the streets and well-known in the city.
You will get caught. You will get caught. You heard him. You will get caught. You keep on.
It's hard to go from making thousands of dollars per week to, let's say, $20 an hour at Amazon. So I do understand why street hustlers often struggle with finding a new way. You also have to take into account of what city he's from. It's a city that popularizes and glorifies drug dealing more than any city I've ever came across.
I got my headaches right now.
Similar to the kids in Chicago who are quick to pick up a gun and join a gang. Except in some parts of Milwaukee, the cool thing to do is pick up some drugs and sell it, which is kind of better than drilling in my opinion, but they are both detrimental to the black community.
It is detrimental.
And one Milwaukee rapper who I think paints the best picture of this.
My boy Lil Trey, fat. Underground Milwaukee rapper Lil Trey, goated always. He don't get his flowers enough. He really don't be rapping no more for real. He probably release once a year now. It's sad. But he goated. But W Milwaukee rapper for sure. And go tap in.
Life that I'm explaining in his raps is Lil Trey. For example, go listen to the song Man of the House. To give you an idea.
This is my story. This is the life I live. Man, that's not shit. Then they made a man of the house.
of why
Y'all gotta
somebody
listen
would
to
keep
that.
going to
Y'all
jail
gotta
for the
listen
same
to,
thing and keep continuing to do the same thing once released.
a lot
Quan
more
will get out of
Packy
jail
tape.
sometime in 2015 and go right back to hustling. Milwaukee is well known for high-speed chases, as a successful escape will literally change your life. And the idea of just pulling over and letting the police decide if they're going to search the car and give you multiple felonies, a lot of Milwaukee hustlers don't decide to give the police that option.
That won't make sense.
Quan would do just this not long after getting out, as police attempted to stop him on October 21st, 2016. Quan would take them on a high-speed chase and eventually...
2016. Fleeing without consent and battery to law.
Get caught and arrested. High speed was tossed, but he did plead guilty to battery of law enforcement and driving a stolen car. Quan will be sentenced to 18 months in prison for this. Being sentenced in May of...
God damn, May of 2017? God damn. God damn, and then extended the probation. Still need to maintain full-time employment. No contact with the drug community. No controlled substance without valid prescription. No illegal drugs. Obtain your high school diploma or GED.
Of 2017. While Quan was in prison, many Milwaukee rappers were going crazy, and we covered many of them, so go check the Milwaukee playlist if you're new here. Anyways, Quan will begin writing raps himself while serving his time, and will begin getting better and better at rapping. He also had guys from his Deadend hood that began rapping as well, like Fat Pooh. Quan will later be released in 2021, and I'm guessing he was on probation and was revoked, leaving him to serve the 18 months consecutive to his revocation time. He will begin dropping music late 2022.
God damn. I was sure about to say, I thought he only had to do 18 months, but we forgot. He was already on probation for a whole different case. So he had to do 18 months for that new charge of fleeing and eluding. But then he bail jumped the whole other case, and that was, I forgot how many years they said, or how many months they said he had to do with that. Damn. But it turns out, shit, from 17 to 2021, that's 4 years.
Releasing Neighbors Think I'm Hot in December. This song has almost 100,000 views. The streets would embrace Quan's style, rapping predominantly about hustling.
You the least type. I can tell in your eyes you the cheap type. You can't press it at the house, so with your feet like.
His deep voice, along with his gritty, in-depth street hustling lyrics, were automatically loved by the streets. The authenticity makes the music hit, especially the other local hustlers.
Talk good, ooh good, everything up top, nigga. Hell yeah, we got that shit really dropped.
He would continue dropping in 2023, releasing his first mixtape months later on April 23rd, 2023, calling it Deadend Baby. Quan is very well known and tapped in throughout the city. He would get many features on this project, including from SME Tax Free, Juicer, Joe Pablo, Fefe, Ghost, and many more.
And that's with no sweat, can't forget no press. Back was still tight and I step on it, that's a Bowflex.
He would gain plenty local traction in the city and wouldn't waste time releasing a second project, calling it 3207, referring to the house he lived in on his Deadend block 3207 Hour Avenue. He released a video to the first song on the tape called It's Just Me, and this video has around 70,000 views on YouTube.
I'm shooting to these pops, it's just me.
That's that shit.
All these drop, it's just me.
He would then go on to release a collab tape with Juicer called Jackie Chan, released on October 2nd, with one of the best songs being Kurt Angle. The video sits at well over 100,000 views.
Give you my brother without no money. Still serve a heist with a nose running.
And 8 days after releasing this tape, Quan will collab with Chicken
Black and
on a song
Knees.
called
Oh
Black
yeah, I
and Knees.
remember this.
This was his biggest song up to this point, and it has well over 400,000 views. He would follow this up with one of the best underground songs to come out of the mill in 2023, releasing That One Kind along with Fefe, Juice, Ghost, Joe Pablo, and Funny Money. This song has over 800,000 views.
We gonna go listen to this after this.
He will go sit down with
He
DJ
make me
Jim
remember
shortly
some
after
of
this
these.
song released in November, doing his first interview that I was able to find. And just months later, Quan would again find himself in trouble with the law, as on January 10, 2024, he was in Milwaukee riding in his 4Runner when police attempted to stop him. Quan would quickly take off from the police and end up crashing into a tree on 36 and Stark, located just minutes away from his hood. Quan would be arrested for this, and police would find 8 cell phones, scales, 12,000.
What the fuck, nigga? 8 cell phones, 2 ounces of Fetty. Oh my God.
As well as 2 zips of boy that tested positive for fentanyl. And they also found some cocaine in the car. Quan would be held on a $15,000 bond and would quickly post it and be released a week later. Right as he got out of $50,000 bond and would quickly...
God damn, going crazy. Turned over to Justice Point for supervision level 3.
We posted and be released a week later. Right as he got out of jail, he released a song alongside IMBK
Cave
called
underrated.
Rotation. This is a dope
Cave
song.
Go Crazy, he underrated.
Within a month
Cave Go Crazy
reporting
too.
to Justice Point and not go to court. His 15.
Oh my God, God damn. That nigga just threw away the 15 bands. He said, fuck it, I ain't going to court. God damn. Alright.
K was forfeited and a warrant would quickly be issued for his arrest on February 15th. Meanwhile, he released his 4th tape on January 30th, calling it Take Notes. Chicken Pete would appear on the song Locked In. Big C and Ghost would also feature on this project. Quan also collabed with multiple artists, including Chicken, Joe Pablo, and others on the song Room 914, and this song has over 600,000 views.
Why your eyes come on T with me, you ain't gon' blow it. Hey, ballin' like T Owens and you steady out here owing.
2 months would pass and MPD would realize they couldn't find Quan and would add him to Wisconsin's Most Wanted, putting his wanted poster out there, and Fox 6 would run the story in
crazy and we can't find him. That's why police
flaunts a
be
lifestyle
down.
on his YouTube channel.
Look, listen to how they said flaunts his lifestyle on his YouTube channel. Listen to how they talking about it. They get mad. They like, you know, he living too good. Where he at? They pissed. They pissed. And then look at what's really going on. You see down here? In connection to the murder and dismemberment of Sade Robinson. If y'all down here, then y'all know what happened. But this fucking cum cricket, this bleach demon, dismembered a girl body. And this is what the cops want to talk about. We want to talk about... What was his name? Mark Quan? Y'all sitting here trying to call him Deadend. You talking about my nigga Mark Quan, folks? My nigga Mark Quan is a stand-up guy. Like, come on. Like, look at the bottom of the screen. It's people dismembering bodies down here. And you trying to get my nigga Mark Quan for what? High speed? Like, come on. Go leave my... Oh, my gosh.
This Milwaukee rapper flaunts a lifestyle on his YouTube channel. U.S. Marshals say is no
My boy
act.
is a rapper. This is an act. My boy's a rapper. That's an act. Y'all don't know rappers, folks? Come on. Rappers, they you know, they got an image to uphill. You know, come on. Y'all not gonna sit here. Milwaukee trying to get some light and y'all trying to take us down. Here we go.
Unfortunately, it looks like those earnings are from drug dealing.
In the industry, he goes by Deadend Quan, but investigators know him by his legal name.
The fugitive we're looking for is Marquand Owens.
Despite being hot,
a fugitive? God damn. Listen to the vocabulary. A fugitive?
Quan was still in the city rapping.
I didn't hear him say he killed. Oh shit. Damn. I did hear him say something like that. He ain't mean that. He was talking about like him rapping GTA type shit. I ain't hear him say that. Y'all stop. What is y'all on? Fugitive? This is a rapper.
Music. As he released another tape on April 11th called What They Talking About. The biggest song on this project is called The One Not The Two, which he posted the video for in May.
I remember this.
He also dropped another tape in May called Diamond in the Rough, and rumors would quickly begin spreading on social media that Quan was...
Wait, because they're wrong, but he called, what y'all say, I'm gonna play special rotation. What happened? What he do? He snitched on everybody he was around and went ghost. I gotta fast forward this part on Locked In. I ain't gonna lie. Wrong as a bitch. He still be dropping. He don't give a fuck. He turned them comments right off. They for real? Is they serious? Is that what happened? Is that what's going on? Oh no, that's why you can't be in the streets. This is like why? No, this is crazy. This is what happened for
Fat Pooh and others from his area, but
what
was the police around this time saying
that nigga Deadend Quan told and disappeared on my TT for real? Why you say that? For real, I just made a stat saying I'm looking for him. Merch he told. Yes, guys, he's a rat. Man, they say he deactivated everything. On my TT, can't even look that man up. I must be living under a rock.
He told on Fat Pooh and others from his area, but I wasn't able.
Had to stop listening to bro. He threw the whole book at his homies in that interrogation room. He folded bad. 149 pages or something like that. This nigga need to get his ass beat half to death. I don't give a fuck what y'all saying. Oh my God, this is crazy. This is what happened? This is what's going on in the world? Oh my God, this same city I'm living in? Where's that? 149 pages? Where's that at? If we find that, we gotta see that, right? 149 pages interrogation room. Where they seeing that at? We gotta see this. This is crazy. Don't even listen to what I said beforehand. What was I saying beforehand? Don't even remember it. Now somebody got
to actually find proof for this. And crazy enough, his man's Fat Pooh also made Wisconsin's Most Wanted as well a few years back for shooting into a vehicle.
A YouTube rapper. He goes by the name of Fat Pooh.
But now U.S. Marshals say 31-year-old Kevin Tenner of Milwaukee is wanted for first-degree reckless injury.
Tax-Free would get asked about Quan and would say that he was still cool with him, seemingly not buying the rumors.
I ain't never called no snitch or nothing like
this is
I ain't
crazy.
putting no label on him, but he understand the guidelines, the boundaries. Like, okay, I know I got this going on, so I know like right now ain't really a good time.
Yeah, you hot.
Nobody. I'ma clear this shit up, and then I'm, you know what I'm saying?
But meanwhile, throughout all the rumors, Quan went black on social media, deleting everything, but he was still dropping music. And Milwaukee rapper Manny Fresh would release a song called Dead Wrong, where he would diss Quan, saying that he was dead wrong for snitching.
Then bust that movie, you know he dead wrong. I never tell, nigga, we got bricks for sale.
Shit came out, it was left field, nigga, cause that's where my little guy fool. Like in the video 3207, my FaceTime, I was talking about little bro, like, the fuck, nigga, if you ask the dog today, nigga, where that shit come from, on my kids, nigga, if you ask him, like, why you say this about, like, come on, man, be real. Nigga, you don't even know why you said that.
Quan would even go as far as to do an interview with Juice Talk TV where he spoke on the snitching allegations. He also spoke on Tax-Free not kicking him while he was down, which I also respect.
Only one motherfucker in that situation who a nigga shouldn't been dealing with, like, so. And I can admit, but ain't no narc shit going on with me, like, you know what I mean? Ain't none of that going on with me. Like, but I respect, you know, Tax for that, dog.
Milwaukee Hood News will post a picture of a criminal complaint.
What the fuck? Milwaukee Hood News? One out of 145. Let's say it. Where do it say the name? Defendant. Oh, they blocked out the name. So how we know this?
Saying that Quan was snitching, but he didn't post any actual information or statements. In August, Quan dropped another tape calling it Deadend Baby 2, released on August 7th. Chicken appears on this tape 4 times, along with many other notable Milwaukee rappers. And the next month in September, Quan will be back in trouble as Milwaukee police attempted to pull him over once again. He would obviously flee at high speeds before being caught and arrested. He would be placed on 2 separate $25,000 bonds and is still sitting in jail today. And his face.
Oh my God, what the fuck? Flee, first degree, resisting, mo first degree, mo fleeing, bail jumping.
facing many years in prison for his cases. Now let's just remember, Quan is innocent until proven guilty, and we can't put snitch jackets on people without proof. Though I do know personally instances where people snitched and was able to hide from it. I hope once released, Quan can put all his business expertise into
the little Trey reference. Nigga said, I thought that was Flacco.